Hi guys, it's me, Nandini from SciTechZoo. Today we're gonna learn what homophones, homonyms, and homographs are. First, let's start by seeing what homophones are. What are homophones? To make it easier, I'll break it into two parts, homo and phones. So homo means same, while phones means sound. So together, they make the word homophones. So what really are homophones? Homophones are words with the same sound, but different meaning and different spelling, which together make the word homophones. I'll tell you once more. Homophones are the words which have the same sound, but different meaning and different spelling. So now I'll show you a few examples of homophones. So these are a few examples of homophones. So for the first one, see, you can say it as in a sentence of I went near the sea. And for the second one, see, you could say I can see the sun which is shining very brightly. For the second one, now for right and right. First one, this right, will come in use when you want to say something like, you have to turn right from Glasgow Street to get to my home. But this right has two meanings. One right, the way opposite of left, and one right, the opposite of wrong. So the other way of right, you could use it as all the questions I had in my test were right. Now this right will come in use when you want to say something like, I want to write a letter to my grandma. Like that. Now our third homophone, so this son, S-O-N. You could use it when you want to say something like, my son is 2 years old. And this sun you could use when you want to say something like, the sun is shining very brightly. So these were a few examples of homophones. Now let's see what homonyms are. What are homonyms? Homonyms, I'll just break it into two parts so I can make it easier for you. Homo and nyms. Homo means same as usual, and nym means spelling or name. So together they are words which have the same spelling but different meaning and same sound. So once more, I'm going to tell you again. Homonyms are words with same spelling, different meaning, but same sound. Together, they make the word homonyms. So now I'll show you a few examples of homonyms. For bark, bark and bark. First one, this bark you could say when you want to say something like, the bark of the tree was very old. And for the second one, you could say it when you want to say something like, the dog barked very loudly. Now the second one, bank. This bank you could use when you want to say something like, my father went to the bank to transfer some money. And the other bank you could use when you want to say something like, the man went fishing near the river bank. Now the third example of our homonym is bat. The first bat you could use when you want to say, the bat hung upside down. And now the second bat you could use when you want to say something like, as the boy's bat was broken, he could not play baseball. So these were a few examples of homonyms. Now let's see what homographs are. What are homographs? To make it easier, I'll break it into two parts, homo and graphs. Homo means same, as usual. and graphs means name or spelling. Together they make the word homographs. But homographs are the words which have the same spelling, different meaning, and different sound. So I'll tell you again, homographs are words with same spelling, different meaning, and different sound. Together they make the word homographs. Now I'll show you a few examples of homographs. For the first one, you pronounce it as polish, as in he polished my shoes. And the second one, you can pronounce it as Polish, as in he can speak both Polish and English. And just for your knowledge, Polish is the language of Poland. Now, lead and lead. First one, you pronounce it as lead, as in he had no lead, so he could not use his mechanical pencil. Now the second one, you can use it as lead, as in he went to lead the group. Now the third example of our homograph is bow and bow. The first one, you pronounce it as bow, as in bow and arrow. For a sentence, you could say, he took his bow and arrow and hit it straight at the target. Now the second one, bow, you could say as in, he bowed down to the king. So these were a few examples of homographs. Now let's summarize what we learned in this video. So what have we learned? First of all, we learned what homophones are. Homophones are the words which have different meanings and different spellings but have the same sound. Then we learned what homonyms are. Homonyms are the words which have different meaning but same spelling and same sound. Then we also learned what homographs are, which are words with the different meaning and same sound and same spelling. So, thank you for watching this video, and be sure to watch my next video in which we will learn what synonyms are. Thank you, and be sure to subscribe and like. Bye bye!